Is that you, Kakashi? Kakashi, you know this guy? Kakashi ignores Obito's question. Dad, is that really you? Dad! But I thought... You need to run, son. I'm not in control. A very dangerous and powerful man has revived me. If you don't run, I will be forced to kill you. Wait, why are you even here? What are you after? Her. Sakumo points to Mina. Mina points to herself in shock. Me? What did I do? I mean, I'm already being taken home. What more could I do? You see, an enemy of the leaf does not want you to succeed in your mission. I bet it was the hidden stone or mist. But how'd they bring the dead back to life? The reanimation jutsu. The second Hokage's original jutsu. He used it to sacrifice one person's life to be able to revive another permanently. Until the jutsu was undone. Even their death will not end this jutsu, which is why you must run! Kakashi smiles. Dad, you have no idea how glad I am to see you again. Even in this situation, there's so many things I wish I could tell you. But I highly doubt your puppet masters will let you have just a quick catch-up with your son, but something I can tell you without a doubt is, I will not run. After all, I am the son of the great hero of the White Fang. Tears stream from Sakumo's face. Then he will die! Sakumo retrieves his sword and arms himself for a fight, but underestimates Kakashi and his team, which they use to their advantage. Obito activates his Sharingan and with a simple kunai deflects the sword away from Kakashi. I don't think so! Sakumo smiles. Thank you, young Uchiha. You stopped me from killing my son, but you have merely delayed the inevitable. They both continue striking, blocking, and deflecting each other's blows. Blow for blow. The only reason Obito is even able to stay up to speed with Sakumo, however, is because of the Sharingan. You might be surprised. Kakashi is very strong, especially now. Besides anything else, it's the least I can do for you. I do not understand. Well, your actions during that mission that caused so much ridicule is the foundation of my ninja way. Sakumo looks questioningly at Obito. And what is that? It's true that those who do not follow the rules in this ninja world of ours are considered nothing but scum. However, those who would abandon even one of their friends are far worse than scum. I will always put my friends and comrades above the rules and the mission. Sakumo stops fighting. That is a brave way to live, young Uchiha. Let's hope it does not backfire on you one day. It won't now! You ready for the shock of your life? Sakumo, having completely forgotten about Kakashi, looks up to see Kakashi. Kakashi brandishes his sword his father gave him that he had reforged with a new metal after it was broken on their last mission. Kakashi strikes down at Sakumo. Sakumo jumps back, but it was just a feint on Kakashi's part. He strikes in a unique way that slices through one of Sakumo's arms, letting it fall to the ground. Kakashi skids on the ground, then looks up at Sakumo with his left eye glowing red with his Sharingan. Sakumo was happily shocked. My boy, how is this even possible, you? Obito taps his left temple. This is not my original eye. I gave my eye to Kakashi when it was injured beyond repair. And thanks to the leniency of Lord Fugaku, I was given a replacement. As a reward, I suppose, for making a name for myself in the war. Rin speaks up for the first time since the fight started. They are the perfect tag team. Sometimes they don't even need to communicate to come up with the perfect plan. Sakumo smiles, then frowns. Too bad it's not going to be enough. Sakumo's arm that had been sliced off his body disintegrates and then reassembles on his body. Nothing you do can stop me, until I complete my goal. Mina steps forward. Go on then! Do it! Kill me! I don't want to marry the man anyway! I was going to just escape after these ninja delivered me home anyway, but I'd rather die here than let them be killed! Sakumo smiles somberly. You are a very brave woman. Sakumo charges at her, his speed being almost parallel to the yellow flash. In an instant, he's in front of Mina with his sword raised. He's about to kill her. No! Obito, throw me! What? Just do it! Obito, without a second thought, nods. Right! Obito throws Kakashi as hard and as fast as he can. I'm sorry about this. I'll make it quick. Mina closes her eyes, ready for death. Sakumo strikes down, about to kill Mina. Rin gasps in horror and closes her eyes. Obito prays for Kakashi. Come on, Kakashi, you can make it! Kakashi is flying through the air, only inches away from them both. Lightning Blade! Kakashi strikes through Sakumo. If he had still been alive, he would have been struck in his heart. Sakumo sighs. You see, not even a heart is beating inside my chest. You cannot kill a dead man. Kakashi smirks. Maybe not. But I can still distract one, apparently. Kakashi ducks and jumps out of the way, picking Mina up in the process and jumps over to Rin and Obito. While Kakashi was retreating, Obito was advancing. Obito had made several hand signs and shouted, Fire style! Fireball jutsu! Sakumo was alight in an instant, which gave Kakashi and the others the time they needed. Kakashi shouts, Run! They all leg it, running for the 3 pathways the Hokage had mentioned. While running, Kakashi apologizes to Mina. Apologies, Princess. I know this is not the most respectful way to transport you. But even alive, my father was strong. Right now, it's all but impossible to kill him. So why not simply leave me behind and let him do what he wants? Kakashi smirks. Orders are orders. We were ordered to get you home, even if it meant our death. Plus, you know it's hardly fair to let whoever is controlling my dead father win without a fight. Mina frowns, but then smiles. Kakashi, thank you. It's too bad you're not the guy I'm supposed to marry. I think I'd actually be able to deal with it if it was someone like you. Rin, annoyed, speaks up. Well, somebody's certainly changed her tune. Obito, trying to find anything to change the subject, sees the 3 paths. One is a mountain pass, the second goes in and out through a cave, and the last one goes over a bridge. Okay, we made it this far. So which path do we take? Mountain, cave, or bridge? Kakashi sighs. I've had enough of bridges. And the mountain would be too long with my father on our tail. Let's take the cave. Got it! They all hurry as soon as they make it into the cave. Rin gets 3 torches out and lights them, and hands one to Obito and one to Kakashi. Before she hands the torch to Kakashi, however, he turns to the entrance of the cave. Stand back. What are you doing? Well, there's 3 paths, so if this one becomes unavailable, we'll still have a way back to the leaf. So, Earth style! Mud wall! A wall appears blocking the entrance to the cave. He then takes the torch from Rin. Obito sighs. Well, I guess it's better than risking your dad following us. Speaking of which, what's the plan if he catches up with us? I doubt that misdirection tactic will work twice. I've actually been thinking. In ghost stories, the dead only stick around because they have unfinished business, right? This isn't a ghost story. It's real. That's true. But at this point, I'll take any idea. Go for it, Rin. Well, as I was saying, maybe much like ghosts, the reanimated have unfinished business. If we're able to make Sakumo feel at peace and ready to move on, he will. Maybe. I'm not sure I feel comfortable with a maybe kind of plan. Neither am I, but it's all we got. But what could he have left unfinished? Well, as much as I dislike this plan, he is your father, right? Kakashi nods. Yeah, what about it? Well, maybe his unfinished business is leaving you all alone to fend for yourself. To leave you without a father. And the shame of killing himself. Maybe if you forgive him for leaving you, and tell him you'll be okay, he'll return to the afterlife, or whatever happens to a person when they die. Kakashi nods. Let's do it. They all continue out of the cave and take very few rests. By the time they make it out of the cave, it is already nightfall, so they set up camp, with no fires, around a very hidden area behind some bushes. Kakashi, Obito, and Rin take turns keeping watch, but nothing happens. The next morning, they are all surprisingly well rested and continue to the hidden cloud village. 3 hours away from the village, they are about to drop their guard when Sakamo appears with a crash landing right in front of the team and Mina. You did well to get this far, but I'm sorry, you have failed. Kakashi takes a deep breath. Well, here goes nothing. Dad. It's okay, you can stop now. I told you I can't. This jutsu is controlling me. That's not what I meant. The reason you're being pulled back to the land of the living. It's 'cause you have regrets, isn't it? What kind of question is that? Of course I have regrets! In a moment of weakness, I took my own life. I still had so much to do. I wanted to redeem myself. I wanted to watch you grow up, see you get married, have children of your own, become a great shinobi worthy of the Hatake name. So many things I'll never get to do now. Well, I can say with certainty, you don't need to redeem yourself. You are a great hero. Saving your friends is the most heroic thing anyone can do. So you're a real hero of the Hidden Leaf. That's kind of you to say, but... It's true. Even Lord Third bowed his head to Kakashi, apologizing for not doing more to stop the ridicule you faced after the mission failed. It's true, Father. You are a hero. And look, I may have been bitter at what you did, killing yourself, and I was alone for a while. But I now have 2 great friends. Not just them. I also have... Kakashi smiles to himself. I have an eternal rival in Might Guy. I have many friends. You may not be able to watch me grow up and have kids and get married like you wanted. Just know that I am okay. And I will eventually have those things, following the same way my father did, to respect and honor the ninja rules, but also to value human lives above all else. 'Cause what Obito said was right. To disobey the rules makes you scum, but abandoning a friend makes you worse. Sakamo smiles. I guess you're right. Knowing that, I have no more regrets. With those words, Sakamo starts fading away, returning to the grave. Dad! Kakashi goes to race toward him. Sakamo puts his hand up to stop him. It's all right, my son. I am returning to where I belong. But before I go, there is one thing I must tell you. I could not tell you who it was, but I know that when I was revived, I saw a leaf headband. A leaf. Shinobi wants this war to go on for as long as possible, and they're willing to bring the dead back to do it. So be careful. You won't always be able to bring the dead to peace. Kakashi nods. Goodbye, Dad. I miss you. And I you. Don't come find me too soon. I want you to have a nice long life before we meet again. Kakashi nods. I promise, Dad. I'll have plenty of stories to tell before I see you next. Sakamo disappears and Kakashi wipes the tears verging on his eyes. Then he looks to the others. Come on, let's go. We may have defeated the enemy, but we still have a long walk ahead of us. They make it all the way to the hidden cloud, and then they come face to face with the 3rd Raikage. You were late. Did you run into some trouble or something? What does it matter? At last, Princess Mina will be married. Guards! Several guards surround Mina and knock her out, then take her away. Hey, why'd you do that? She is a slippery little princess. Didn't want her trying to escape again. Now, as promised, here's your reward. The Raikage hands Kakashi a large sack full of money. Now you can rest here for 3 days before I will ask you to leave. After all, we have a wedding to prepare for. I wonder just who Mina's gonna end up marrying anyway. Hopefully he's not too bad. Raikage laughs. Of course not. His name is Aizen and he's a very wealthy businessman. He owns most of the trade on this continent. Talking about me, Lord Raikage? I heard the princess is back, is that true? A tall man with smooth brown hair and a long white coat steps from behind Kakashi and the others. Good. Then we can get this wedding started soon. He gives everyone an uncomfortable smile. How delightful. To be continued.